A very good morning to one and all. Hope all of you are doing well and are in safe zones in today's pandemic situation. I'm Kiran Shinde, Assistant Professor ATSS IICMR. Welcome you all to IICMR's Knowledge Boosting Journey Webathon 2020, a webinar series to engage, explore, and empower. I'm super excited to see the participants joining this webinar across the globe. IICMR MCA provides a series of live and interactive webinars to give you a quick glance into emerging technologies and industry trends. It's an excellent opportunity to engage with subject matter experts to augment your knowledge and skills in a virtual environment. We are very much happy to see you all join. We have received 243 registrations for this seminar. Slowly, all the participants will be joining this. Today's webinar is on education and jobs post COVID-19 by an eminent speaker, Dr. Deepak Shikarpur. And of course, I'm sure you will stay tuned for our all the upcoming exciting webinars. We will commence this Webathon 2020 with digital lamp lighting ceremony. Now I will request the organizer, Webathon 2020, Mr. Yogesh Raje sir, to do the needful. Now I request today's honorable speaker, Dr. Deepak Shikarpur sir, to do the honor. Director MCA, Dr. Deepali Savai. HOD MCA, Mrs. Renu Matthew. Thank you. Thank you very much, Yogesh sir. And thank you to our third year MCA student, Swapnil More, who made it happen digitally. Now let's move further. Now let me introduce to you the mastermind behind Webathon 2020, our beloved and adorable director, Dr. Deepali Savai. Madam holds PhD in Computer Management and is approved PhD guide under Savitribai Phule Pune University. She has received many prestigious awards such as Rajiv Gandhi IT Excellence Award 2019, Savitribai Phule Smriti Puraskar by Savitribai Phule Smriti Shatabdi Samiti, Best Professor 2014 Award by ASDF Global, and many more awards. So now I request Madam to highlight on the objectives of Webathon 2020. Over to Deepali, Madam.
Thank you, Kiran. Hope I am audible. Yes, Kiran?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
A very good morning to one and all present for the Webathon 2020. Today's chief guest, Dr. Deepak Shikarpur, well-known author, technopreneur, and director, Kinetic Communication Limited. HOD, Mrs. Renu Matthew, the convener of this webinar, Mrs. Kiran Shinde, and all the participant students, staff of various colleges all over India. As a director, I once again welcome you all for this Webathon 2020, a series of webinars which will give you all the glimpses of various technology trends and how you can understand your place in this technological jigsaw puzzle. I am really very happy to see you all in a big number. I know we all are going through a very crucial patch of our lives due to COVID-19. 6 months back, if somebody would have told us that we will be attending such conferences, seminars, or events, sitting at our own respective places using some video conferencing platform, we may not have believed it, right? But that's the fact now. Now, everyone can very easily use the platforms like Zoom, Google Meet, WebEx, Microsoft Teams, and so on. Of course, it's because of technology, and it has helped us a lot in this pandemic situation. You all will agree to me. Today, we are living in the golden age where we want to make everything intelligent or smart. Smart technologies are penetrating into our lives in many ways. data science, artificial intelligence, business intelligence, Internet of Things, IoT. All these are trending technologies or the buzzwords of today. With innovative minds and having knowledge about these technologies, sky is the limit to innovate anything new. And that's the reason we thought of conducting a series of webinars under this webathon. We want to give you the glimpses of these trending technologies in the market from the experts working in the industry. I am sure after attending this, you surely get an idea of the technology trends, and if you understand your inclination, your strengths, you can place yourself or you can find out your unique place in this technological jigsaw puzzle which I just mentioned. In this way, it will guide you how to go ahead in your professional life to become successful. As seen from our registration, most of you are pursuing your graduation in IT or computer field. So I am sure the 2 hours, 1 hour in the morning and 1 hour in the afternoon on few Saturdays, which you are going to invest, will surely value add to your knowledge. So without wasting more time, I wish you all the very best for your future. God bless you all. Take care and stay safe. Thank you. Over to Kiran, madam.
Thank you. Thank you very much, madam, for your words of wisdom. As I mentioned, today we have our first webinar on education and jobs post-COVID-19. The objective of this webinar is to understand the skills required in 2021 plus, career opportunities, and career success mantra. We are very much fortunate to have with us Dr. Deepak Shikarpur, Director, Kinetic Communications Limited, to deliver the talk on education and jobs post-COVID-19. It's my pleasure to introduce Sir. Sir is a technopreneur and writer. He has written 41 books on IT in English and Marathi. He is involved with various professional bodies such as Computer Society of India, Maratha Chamber of Commerce, Industries and Agricultures. Sir is independent director with Kinetic Communications and Seed Infotech Limited, and also mentor and advisor of Hexanica, a leader in regulatory reporting, and Snappertech, a blockchain venture. Sir was appointed by Higher Education Department to be member of IT Board of AICTE and appointed as governing body member at various universities. Before we start the session, I would request all the participants to please keep yourself muted for the seamless execution of this webinar. And of course, at the end of this session, you will get chance to raise questions by making use of the chat box available with the team. Now, without making any delay, I would request Dr. Deepak Shikarpur sir to start his webinar on education and job post-COVID-19. Over to sir.
Thank you, Dr. Kiran and Dr. Deepali, for inviting me for this unique webinar. Post-COVID, we are in a different world, and this world is definitely going to be a challenging world as well as create opportunities. As they say, every crisis displaces some jobs and people and also creates new jobs. And this is where skilling and upskilling is extremely important. I don't want to talk about COVID anymore because you all are hearing it all the time. And there is WhatsApp University, which is giving you unique knowledge on what is COVID and how to treat. So leave that part. What I've heard is by Jan, vaccine will come. And hopefully by March 21, life will return to normalcy. But where it impacts information technology industry. And that is going to be the talk which I have decided to speak on. Two trends I can see, virtualization and sanitization. And in both trends, technology is used very, very effectively. Sanitization is creating germ-free environment. And what happened to security industry after 9/11 is going to happen to sanitization. We all will be comfortable sanitizing ourselves, our environment, even if vaccine is there, because that has now become part of our habit. Many of you may not be aware, but I used to travel, especially to America before 2000. And on many occasions, I had seen people carrying guns as hand baggage. Comes 9/11 and world becomes paranoid on security, and now you're checked at 3 levels. Similarly, sanitization will happen, and there are many smart technologies, and this is one career option after COVID. You can become entrepreneur, you can develop devices to create germ-free environment. But what makes IT industry very unique is this virtualization. Today we are talking virtually. This virtual is a gift which Sanjay had got in Mahabharata. And now we are all using technology for speaking to each other, interacting with each other. Work from home is now new normal. Now, where does IT industry gain out of this? Gains are obvious. If all students want to learn using e-learning, more computers will be sold, more antiviral vaccines will be bought, more bandwidth, more internet, and more of information technology. So all this means device industry is going to boom, and this is going to create new jobs in hardware sales and networking. More software and app development will happen. More and more unique apps will come. And for e-learning, for example, there are more than 1,000 apps already available. And there is always a room to innovate new ones. So app development is one good area which you should look for career development. Second area after mobile apps is security. More people are using virtual things. They will be transacting money also online. And all this means hackers will try to steal data from you. And I am told that in last 3 months, amount of cyber crimes committed globally have become 2.5 times. So where does it leave us? If more cyber crimes are going to happen, more cyber security professionals will be required. If more cyber security professionals are required, more institutes should create them. And this is where I think the education which you should take post graduation should be linked to what kind of career you wish to adopt 2 years from now. And this is where you should be able to understand what kind of careers will be in demand in 2022. 2 years from now, one more technology which is already taking place in some way will foster at higher heights, and that is artificial intelligence. Today, you may not be aware, but in many advanced countries and airports, artificial intelligence is used along with biometrics to take decisions on which passengers which are traveling at airports to segregate because their facial symptoms are similar to fever. Earlier, you required devices like body temperature measurement and having a medical doctor to decide who should be able to go. Now artificial intelligence is going to be used in this. Like this, AI will enter into many other professions and will become an integral part of must-have skill. So that brings me to another important point. What is skill? And this is where you need to differentiate between education, knowledge, and skill. And for that matter, I will give you a small example. This is example of tomato. Tomato is a day-to-day used fruit in our meal. Most of you are eating it. Tomato is a fruit, is information. But even though tomato is a fruit, it should not be used for cooking fruit salad, is knowledge. And knowledge comes by wisdom. Because none of you will use tomato for cooking fruit salad. Ability to cook good fruit salad is skill. Now you require theoretical knowledge for cooking fruit salad, but you require practical knowledge to actually perform. And skills are performance-oriented activities. Soft skill, extremely important for all IT professionals because it requires communication. And today, whether we like it or not, universal language globally used is English. So any aspiring IT professional must be conversant with good English. And I request you to invest some time in improving your soft skills and personality. Having said this, I also recommend you to learn Japanese language if possible. because Japan is only one country which is from developed world, which is welcoming India with red carpet. Many other so-called developed countries, I don't want to even name them, are curbing Indians by virtue of visas, by reducing their jobs, and hence the land of opportunity or the land of rising sun for IT industry post 22, in my opinion, there is no option but Japan. You can take further education in Japan, you can go and work there, and the only way to become wanted there is by learning language. And at this stage, I request IICMR ATSS to create a Japanese language window for all its MCA students, and learning Japanese language 2 years are enough. All you require is 1 hour a day to invest in this. So that was soft skill. Then comes hard skills. And these hard skills, briefly I have mentioned, but I would like you to understand them very, very clearly. These hard skills start from systems design, learning project management, understanding how enterprise resource planning systems work, how enterprises work, and maintaining old applications, because this is going to be a profession for many of you. Having said this, new development will happen in every field, because software is like music, it is like art. There is a lot of music available, but that doesn't mean new music will not be created, because it is element of art. Similarly, mobile apps, app is new term, earlier it was program, and now these mobile applications will be created every now and then, and this is where the only limiting factor for you is innovative thinking. If you think innovatively, you can think of mobile app. At this stage, I would like to give you example of a unique app which all of you are using. Around 9 years back, two Americans went to Paris, and at 2 a.m. midnight, they came out of a place. Don't ask me where they were at 2 a.m. midnight, but wherever they were. They wanted to go back to their hotel. They came out. Tube, as it is called in Europe, or underground it is called in Paris, was closed because the last train is at 12 o'clock. These two gentlemen were uh, waiting for some transport on the street. In India, this is unheard place, because at 2 a.m., stray dogs will come and bite you. So nobody will dare this. But it was Paris, so they kept on trying. Finally, a vehicle stopped. And the driver said, "Where do you want to go?" They mentioned wherever their hotel was. And driver said that I am not going there, but I will go there for you because I can't see you at night. But because I am doing this for you, you have to pay me some money. These two gentlemen happily agreed. They got dropped at their hotel. That night, the driver slept, but these two engineers did not sleep. Constantly, they were having a thought in their mind. There are millions of people or billions of people with vehicles and equal number of passengers waiting to be transported. And my dear friends, this is how Uber was born. And now Uberization of economy has taken place. There are umpteen number of examples. Netflix is now our new multiplex. OTT platform has taken over entertainment industry. Web series is a new format. Earlier were TV serials. So innovation is taking place in every field, and hence thinking differently, developing mobile apps is going to be a big requirement, and this skill will be of paramount importance. I have described information security because terabytes of data will get created by virtue of all these different methods of knowledge sharing. But keeping it secure will always be a challenge, because as they say, criminals are always one step ahead of police. So constantly cyber crimes will happen, and organizations will invest more and more on cyber security. So I think in this order, you should think at, if possible, take specialization in cyber security, because in my opinion, it is recession-proof career for next 10 years. Networking, hardware maintenance, upkeeping of device is what a doctor to a patient is. So these digital doctors will be required in huge numbers. I don't think robotics will come there and replace them. And my dear friends, that brings me another question. Robotics, artificial intelligence, and big data analytics. These three technologies combined together will change the way enterprises will work in the future. And these are the 10 trends which I have discussed so far, which are going to be skills which will be necessary to get jobs in 2022. And this is where you must understand one thing. In 20th century, a degree was equivalent to a job. You had a degree and job was after effect of degree. 21st century, this equation is no longer valid. Degree plus skills plus work experience is equal to career. And this is where I request you, while you are studying any course, you have many vacation breaks. In fact, today also is a break period. You must invest this time to learn work culture. And this can be in any industry. I don't want to name one industry. Go and work anywhere for any job because you need to ensure that you need to get exposed to customers. And that brings me to another interesting career. Online selling, digital marketing, these are extremely important careers. If you are a MCA, which is a very good course, and if you get side specialization in digital marketing, then you become MCA plus. And this brings me to another concept of plus plus. 20 years back, there was a language called C++. Now, what is plus plus? These plus plus are skills. So while you get MCA degree from SPPU, you must supplement it like you have diet supplements or more nutrition supplements with skill supplements. Soft skill, minimum 3 hard skills coupled with internship, work experience, pleasant personality, ability to crack placement, and then your career is made. And this is where your long-term vision of thinking what will happen in 2022 and working towards it from June 20, this habit will help you. And this is where you must develop this habit of visionary planning. What is required after 2 years? Can I do something now? Take a baby step every day. Accumulation of 770 baby steps is 2 years of study, 2 years of your education. And education is lifelong. Even after you complete your education, learning in IT industry is an ongoing activity. The day you decide, I have learned enough, that is the last day of your career in IT industry. So develop a skill called learnability. And this is where you must think out of box, out of syllabus. Ask questions. Find out why things are happening in a particular way and create your own strategy of knowledge capture. This will improve your learnability skill. And if this skill is acquired by you, then it will come to your hand in future also. In addition to all these skills, there are livelihood skills. Livelihood skills are cooking. Livelihood skill is driving. Livelihood skill is keeping fit, which is where good health comes. Today, swimming pools are not open, but in 2021, they will be open. So if possible, you can swim because only a healthy mind is an innovative mind. And once you are innovative, then I will bring you to my last point, and that is entrepreneurship. Gone are days where you will look for jobs. Today, I am told that there are more than 20,000 CEOs running startups whose age is less than 25. And many of them founded their companies while they were in college. Same is case with Microsoft and Google. Larry Page founded Google while he was in institute. Same is the case with Bill Gates. So I appeal, not all of you, but some of you, don't curb your enthusiasm to become businessmen, because in 20th century, you required huge capital to start any business. So only a rich person with assets could go to banks, take loan, and become entrepreneur. And many of them thought entrepreneurship is family business. Now all these equations are no longer true. If you have unique idea, you can become Uber or Khan Academy of tomorrow. You can start your companies while you are learning. Startup India is an excellent initiative of Government of India. You don't require huge capital. Some funds are available with government also. And why don't you develop mindset in 2022? Instead of applying for job, I will create jobs. And if you become job creator, that is need of the hour today, because there are many jobless people currently happening in most professions. So if this happens, you will earn a lot of goodwill. Now there is one more term called social enterprise. While there are many problems in the community, you can address a problem and startup gets created, and you can use technology, your technical challenge, to solve a community problem. In India, we are blessed with problems. You can solve problem. It can be in any field: environment, water conservation, health. Health is today on top of agenda. So many mobile apps are available today. I was told yesterday, I was doing some research on apps for mental health because we had many suicides. So there are 200 listed mobile apps. If you use them, then telemedicine and online guidance is given, and probably mental health of a person will improve. This was just to give you a glimpse of what is possible in 2022. But for that to happen, who is going to nourish your mind? Who is going to become your guide? Who is going to give you a roadway? And this is where you require an expressway. And this expressway of knowledge is IICMR ATSS. I have been watching this institute for almost a decade. This institute has learned staff, excellent infrastructure, visionary leadership, and treating industry as customer as attitude. So inviting many industry professionals during course of your education, and hence creating employable, workable professionals in the 2-year program which you are planning to do. If you want to create a successful career out of your personality, just don't wait and take admission in this brilliant institute, and new vistas of knowledge and opportunities will open for you. Thank you very much. I think there are some questions. I will like to take them if there are.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much, sir. There are a few questions. We will try to take up one by one. Yes, there is one question. How to connect all the skills like cybersecurity with data science, machine learning, and AI?
So the answer I gave, when you are hungry, how many food items you eat? And if there are 10 items kept in front of buffet, will you eat all 10 or you will eat what you like? Some people will say, I will eat all 10. So you can't eat everything. You will take maybe a teaspoon of one. So the answer to your question is, firstly, you generally acquire some basic knowledge on all these technologies. Find out your aptitude, because each person has unique aptitude. Each of these fields requires people with different aptitudes. You find out in first 3 months which kind of aptitude you have, and then become specialist in any one. These technologies are interlinked, but now this is like medical profession. MBBS is like a general course, and then there are super specialized. So similarly in IT domain, you pick up any one domain and become expert. And if you want my recommendation, I've already told many times, cyber security is an excellent domain. Become super specialist in cyber security, because these people are required in millions.
Yes. Thank you, sir. There is one more question. BCA or BCS final year student, the question is from, I have completed BCS, but I have a question. Should do any course maybe on data science, IoT security, or should I pursue post-graduation?
If you do a course, I think it is like a diploma. It's a short-term duration program. What I have told you is getting a career is combination of multiple things. You require personality, you require ability to do teamwork, you need to do projects, you need to do industry working knowledge. Now, all this requires little more time. So by getting a diploma or a skill, fine, you are enhancing your skills. But are you getting career? Ask this question to yourself. As compared to that, a 2-year MCA program will give you intense knowledge, and you will get more opportunities to decide for yourself. And whatever skill you wanted to acquire anyway, you can acquire that skill along with MCA, because some of these topics are part of syllabus. So you don't have to learn something new. And they have credit points also, and they have basket of options. You can select options according to your flair, and according to me, take best of both worlds. I hope I have answered your question.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. And due to time constraint, we will take up one more question, last question. It's asked by Imran. Is there any website for where we can learn cyber security professionally?
My dear friend, there are many websites will teach you flying an aircraft. So can you fly an aircraft by learning a flight simulator course? If you can, then go for that kind of education. Fine. Distance education and online education are there. These options are there. But I already told you, skill, it requires performance. It requires live action. It requires case studies. It requires interacting with people. And these are not online activities. You require actual dirtying of hands. If you wish, you can construct homes learning from a website. Will you become a builder by learning how to build homes on a website? No, you require practical knowledge. So if you want practical knowledge, then you need to create opportunity for actually testing things. And this is where only going to a website and learning, it is like, again, I go back to your tomato example. This website will teach you tomato is a fruit and tomato should not be used in cooking fruit salad. But how will you cook fruit salad? Unless you dirty your hands, you cannot cook fruit salad. So please understand, this combination is very important. And unless you look at the combination, if you just go to a website and mug up things, then you will become a theoretician who will know some things, and maybe you will pass exam, but you will not be able to reach anywhere near career because you don't have skills. And these skills are only possible when you dirty your hands and actually perform things. How many of you can learn swimming by learning swimming on website? Yes, maybe science of water, thermodynamics, all these things will be taught to you. But if you want to swim, you have to jump in water. And there, this theoretical knowledge will not be of any help to you. Unless you learn swimming in the water, that is the only way to learn swimming. Similarly, I personally feel, don't fall in the trap of online education. It has some value, but it cannot solve all the problems. I hope I am clear on this.
Thank you, sir. And I'll request you to address one more question, because this is maybe the dilemma in the majority of graduate students' mind, because MCA has become 2 years now. The question is, after BCA, what should be done, like MBA or MCA?
See, MBA is a generalist program, and normally MBA has specializations like sales, HR, marketing, etc. And some element of technology is also part of MBA syllabus, but it is very limited. MCA is a focused program which has management subjects also, but it creates an employable techie. And I have already described for last half an hour various technical careers. Now, none of these careers, barring there is an overlap only in digital marketing, where a MBA and MCA both can do. But many other things I talked about, AI, big data analytics, cyber security, app development, these are careers only for techies where MCAs are there. So you have to ask yourself one question: where do you belong to? And today, non-administrative or non-technology administrative jobs are shrinking, but these jobs are increasing. So if you ask me, my personal suggestion is between MBA and MCA, and I'm giving you with full responsibility because I have done MBA before my PhD. Today's need of the hour is MCA, because most of these virtualization created jobs will be technical, and you can tap them only by learning MCA or a technical course.
Yeah. Sir, there is one more question. How to make career
questions are becoming like this pooch of Hanuman. बढ़ते ही जा रहे हैं आपके.
So maybe like only few questions will be
No problem.
taking now.
I'm here. I don't mind. I can address more time also.
Okay,
And maybe we
okay.
can have only interaction in future. I have no problem. I keep asking.
Yes.
No problem.
Yes, sir. How to make career in artificial intelligence?
See, as I told you, artificial intelligence needs to be applied in a domain. Artificial intelligence is a concept, but it needs to be applied somewhere. There is AI used in banking system. There is AI used in biometrics. AI is used in healthcare. AI is used in enterprises. So I think AI, you first learn as a theory, then apply it with the domain you need to specialize on, and then you are in a complete control of the situation. But you can't say I am an AI expert. Maybe you can learn, acquire theoretical knowledge and understand AI. But where will you practice? If you want skills and you want performance, you need to practice it somewhere. Or if you want to practice, domain comes in. AI in education is also there. But robotics, artificial intelligence, and data science, these are all interlinked careers.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. And of course, this will be last question. There is one question asking about the difference between MSc and MCA.
Yeah, I am not the right person, but MCA, as the word says, Master of Computer Applications, MCA has some management subjects which are not there in MSc course. And today, when I use the word domain, I have used it many times. Domain is management related. So the difference between the two courses is one is a pure play technical science oriented stream. Other is an application oriented stream which expects you to learn domain knowledge, some management knowledge, and then I also have necessary technical skill to apply them. So this is a clear difference between the two.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. And participants like sir has already answered the importance of post-graduation after graduation. So many of the questions are in line with the same. So now I would like to sum up. Sir has already mentioned about the importance of skilling and upskilling. He also talked about the extensive use of virtualization in today's date. Sir also focused on the importance of foreign language learning and soft skills along with hard skills. And of course, finally, he talked about how to acquire entrepreneurship skills. Thank you very much, sir. As I mentioned, your words of wisdom are always thought-provoking for faculty members as well as students also. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Yes. Now, I would like to introduce HOD MCA, Mrs. Renu Matthew. Madam has 15 plus years of academic experience. Madam is certified with International Software Testing Qualifications Board, that is ISTQB, Oracle Certified SQL Expert, Microsoft Technology Associate Database Fundamental, Software Fundamental, HTML and CSS. I request our HOD, Mrs. Renu Matthew, to propose a vote of thanks.
Thank you, Kiran ma'am. Hope I'm audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good afternoon, one and all. At the outset, I would like to thank you all for being a part of this wonderful webinar conducted by Dr. Deepak Shikarpur on the topic Education and Jobs Post-COVID-19. Owing to the ongoing pandemic, we got an opportunity to make use of technology to conduct this webinar. But let me tell you that this is going to be a part of our lives in the coming future. So let's make the most of it. As Dr. Deepak Sir has said, the COVID-19 crisis will be a catalyst to unparalleled changes in every industry, and this will create new employment trends post-COVID-19. So skilling and upskilling is a must. Thank you, sir, for sharing the new equation for having a bright career. Digital transformation, which is one of the factors that will lead to the transformation of every industry, will explore the canvas of opportunities presented by cloud, big data analytics, AI, IoT, and other emerging realities that are shaping a new wave of customer behavior. This is actually a good news for aspiring IT professionals. I thank Deepak sir for sharing his thoughts on the same and showing us the way forward during this testing time. I would also like to thank Dr. Dipali Savai, Director ICMR, for her constant support and guidance. My sincere thanks to all the participants who have joined the webinar from different locations. I thank Team ICMR MCA for the diligent efforts. Just as they say that there's a light at the end of every tunnel, so do we believe that the world will be able to fight and overcome this pandemic. With these words, I conclude. Thank you all once again. Over to the convener, Ms. Kiran Shinde.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Renu ma'am. Participants, please note that you will see a link, a URL, on which you have to just click on that link and appear for the quiz. Once you appear for the quiz, an e-certificate will be mailed on your official mail ID or registered mail ID. So you can see the link in the chat box as well as you can see on the screen itself. So do appear for the quiz and get certified with today's webinar. Once again, thank you all of you for joining today. Our next talk in Webathon 2020 is at 3 p.m. by Mr. Mandar Kulkarni, Lead Client Trainer, Netcracker Technology Solutions. So I hope you will stay tuned at 3 p.m. also. Kindly visit this link, appear for the quiz, and get certified with today's webinar. Thank you.